of the darkest experiments that I ever learned about in my psych program was what happened to little Albert. This experiment was infamous for trying to cause fear in a baby. Sure, a lot of y'all already know about Pavlov's dogs. He would ring the bell and give the dog food to the point where anytime the dog would just even hear the bell, he would start to salivate. So in the 1920s, a guy by the name of John B. Watson decided, let's see if we can do this to a baby but with fear. And we can see if fear is learned. Mostly this experiment is just remembered for today because it crossed the line. They took a baby who they decided to call little Albert for the purpose of the experiment and decided to show him a variety of animals. A white rabbit, a dog, a monkey. He did not react to any of this. Then they decided to see if they could condition him with fear. Anytime they would show him any of these, they would hit a metal bar with a hammer just behind him, making a loud noise, absolutely frightening this poor 9-month-old baby. After doing this several times, Albert would start to cry or even try to crawl away from the animal whenever it was brought out, even whenever there was no noise at all. What's even worse is that this fear started to become generalized to things that were furry. So even a coat or a Santa mask started to terrify the baby. Obviously, this is so dark because he was a baby and he couldn't consent. But to make things even worse, there's no evidence that they reconditioned him to make him not be afraid of these things anymore. Little Albert just continued on life being terrified of things like this and could have possibly even brought this into adulthood. There's so much speculation on his identity and who he actually could be, but it's one of those experiments that feels so much like the Truman Show to me, where they conditioned him as a kid to be scared of water so that he would never leave. Little Albert disappeared from the records after this. While we'll probably never know what happened to him after these experiments, he definitely shaped modern psychology.